So I'm the listing agent, and we got several offers in today, and my seller says, let's lower the commission so that my net is better. I think it's a good idea. What about you? Before you say yes, listen to this. Hang out, because we're going to find out that that's illegal. Welcome to Mondays with Micah. I'm your host, Micah. So glad to have you guys here today. We're talking about something on a national platform now that has to do with our ethics and National Association of Realtors saying, hey, this is what is ethical and this is what's not. You know, ethics, they're that little, line that we can't cross. It's not gray, it's black and it's white, people. Let's stay on the right side. Stay in the light. Don't go into the dark, okay? All right. So let's talk about commissions. Let's talk about first the MLS. When we're listing agents and putting the commission percentage or amount that we're going to be paying in the MLS, that MLS system is considered a platform to pay. In fact, the MLS is a unilateral contract where the seller and the listing agent are promising to pay an agent that brings a buyer that is ready, willing, and able to buy at the seller's terms. Wow! It is not a marketing platform, which many agents have come to believe that that's the marketing platform. It is the place where you're able to put your listing so that it gets to the whole world. But please know today, the MLS was created and still is today a platform to pay. It is whatever commissions you are putting in the MLS, that is what is binding. That is the contract that is binding, whatever's in the MLS. So, best practice for some of you buyer's agents, print out a copy that day. If you're putting in an offer for buyers, print out a copy of the MLS so that you can show and prove what commissions were listed in the MLS as of that day. Because who do we pay? That MLS is stating that we will pay buyer's agents. That means agents who represent their buyers. Now, buyer representations can take two forms. If you're watching any of my Mondays with Micah, which if you're not, shame on you. But if you're watching any of my Mondays with Micah, you know that buyer agency and buyer reps can either be oral or in writing, and that a buyer's agent represents a buyer. And so we are bound ethically to cooperate and pay a buyer's agent. You know who we don't have to pay, who we're not ethically required to pay? That is a sub-agent. And that is someone who does not represent the buyer. In fact, they represent the best interest of the seller. A sub-agent does not represent the buyer. There's no oral, there's no written buyer representation agreement, and we are not required to pay a sub-agent. Wow. Okay, we are required to pay a buyer's agent. That is why ethically we need to disclose at first contact with the other listing agent who we represent. All right, now we got who we pay. Let's talk about what if the listing agent tries to change the commission after we've presented an offer. Look, our ethics says we cannot do that. In fact, I'll just give you a moment to take a look and read. Enjoy the elevator music while you read our ethics requirement about not changing commissions. I hope you enjoyed your easy listening time and ethics requirement, but I just want to make sure that you guys know we've got to stay in the light. We've got to stay on the ethical side of real estate. So listing agents, you cannot change the commission percentage once you receive an offer, because what you had listed in the MLS was your promise to pay that buyer's agent. They just brought you a ready, willing, and able buyer at the terms that your seller was requesting. That means at listing price or better, that's a ready, willing, and able buyer, and they just earned their commission. So seller's agents, that means once you receive an offer, that you cannot change that commission structure, because that buyer's agent just gave you a ready, willing, and able buyer at the terms that the seller would be willing to accept. All right, you guys, you are ethical gurus now when it comes to commissions in the MLS. Go out and practice all of the right things in the light. Please stay in the light. Don't go to the dark side. All right, remember, an educated agent is a successful agent. Please continue to stay tuned to Mondays with Micah. Make sure you comment, ask questions. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you at the next Mondays with Micah. Why does real estate education have to be boring? It doesn't have to. Real estate education can be fun. It can be hilarious. It can be a blast. You know where it is a blast? Right here on LOL Lessons in Real Estate YouTube channel. Right here, you can subscribe and get notifications every time awesome new videos drop. Boom. Join us. LOL Lessons in Real Estate. It's the most fun you'll ever have learning about real estate, I promise.